brown watered sea, Camigan Island, southern Philippines on January 8th, 2022. It's a Sunday. We've had some torrential downpour, and the winter Kaboom, as always, is Lady Kaboom. You can always count on her. She's holding back the whole town. This comes right from the armpit of Mambahao. And the nice thing about this canal, it's sheltered from the town. It goes through the market, through the town, narrows down the tributaries. The amount of flow through here is not near as much as the other canals. So it doesn't push anything over the top here. So this is pretty much everything. Normally, if this was one of the other canals, I'd be getting out the net and go, let's get it now before it goes over. But this will be here tomorrow. Oh, the tide might come in and push it back up into town and make a big mess, but it always returns, especially all the bottles. A few diapers might sneak underneath since we had the sabotage and the skirt got torn loose and one tire flipped. But been watching that tire, it's nothing sneaking through. But it's got the tire bottles in the middle, so that's why my new design, that'd probably not work on that. So I'll think that into the new upgrade here too. And we still got this to clean up from the other day when Provincial was down here. We didn't have time to get it all up. I sure hope they return. This is way too much for me to keep up with, even with just the 4 Kabooms. Well, 3.5 now. Krusty got tore in half. I'll show you what happened. He got a really big log tangled in him. This is what I get from getting a little overconfident. I'm getting pretty cocky, thinking these Kabooms, they can take anything Mother Nature's. I got my safety snap line on Krusty Kaboom. It'll last forever. Well, Krusty met his match. I don't know how many kilos this bad boy is. It's got to be 500 kilos or more. Coming down at 20 kilometers. I'd like to get those bottles. Must be a fisherman buoy or something. But yeah, it came down. It snapped the safety line all right, but it snagged on Krusty and cut them into thirds about. We got 2/3 of them out there floating around somewhere, and this canal's unprotected now. I'm thinking I need to put the safety brake line in the middle of the Kaboom. It might have survived, but when it's at the end and it just snaps that end, there's still way 43 tires to get tangled in, and this thing's probably traveling at 20 kilometers an hour. Who knows, maybe more, maybe less, but that's a lot of weight. I don't know any river trash barrier that could hold that back. Some of the big commercial logging ones would, but kind of an overkill. And look at that, we got bags and sacks of trash. Everything's, I got a new one in the works, but even it wouldn't hold up to this. This is once every 2 years maybe, probably from the construction up there, all the road construction, and they just toss it in the canal. Anyhow, where is Krusty? 2/3 of Krusty's out here bobbing around. I got Gamar, the neighbor boy, looking for him with a reward. We still got Angels Airport Kaboom out there too. But I shouldn't have put 600-pound test. I didn't realize I should have just left the 250-pound. It might have made it. But I kept tightening these down because I couldn't service them, and I didn't want the trash to escape, so the other 3 are tied off direct. It's do or die. This one here I knew gets hit even harder on the end canals like the airport one. The 2 end canals are very seriously heavy water flow, and if I don't have a safety brake line on them, they will snap the Kaboom. The nylon will break eventually. So anyhow, take a look at where's our anchor bolt. Come on, where'd you go? Here it is. Take a look at the angle of this. This was straight up and down. It actually bent it over, and it's a little bit loose now. I might have, it bent the, didn't break the concrete, it actually bent the top of the 250 kilogram anchor bolt. So it pulled quite a bit before it snapped. If I would have had my 250 pound on there, it probably would have snapped and still been here. But thanks to some intervention and sabotage, I had to crank them down even more on the other 3, and they've held. But this one here, I kicked myself. I should have just left it with a lighter safety link. But if I did, then we would have had a lot of escape. I got a whole lot out of here with that 600 pounds where the other would have kept snapping. And there's just some of what we got out of here. So that's our little stash. Need to sort and bag that one day, but I don't know why. Just let it build up, turn that over to the government. And it's 1/6/2023. Back at the Kaboom shop. I'm kind of double parked, so I didn't get to show my load, but I was able to get a 10-foot, 4-inch PVC pipe in, and we got some dreaming I'm going to do with it. So that's going to go in the Krusty Canal Kaboom on the test. I got the jumbo in here too, trying to figure out how to work it in. we're just brainstorming, refining the engineering on this a little bit, on what I've learned. More data's come in now since we lost it. Half of Krusty got nailed, tore in shreds. It's gone. So I gotta have something that can withstand, or at least let the debris pass. So I got an idea here. Wish me luck.
Audio Jungle.